Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. And Coach, it was a playoff atmosphere. The fans were stacked 5 deep around the fences. Bleachers were packed. And your Yellow Jackets came out with a 42-10 dominating victory. Congratulations.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about our kids playing in big games, but they love big games, and they don't ever disappoint us in big games. And I thought they played extremely well, and really pleased with the crowd that we had. And I thought Adairsville had a big crowd as well, and our kids rose to the occasion and played well on both sides of the ball.
We talked about how exciting this was going to be, and I even had David Dawson, used to be the sports editor at the Rome News Tribune, came over at halftime, and we talked with him on the air, and he said this was even better than a playoff atmosphere. He said it almost felt like a state championship type game.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great atmosphere, and we were worried to death about Adairsville all week. I don't know if the coaching staff was really worried. The kids, nothing phases the kids. But we didn't practice like I wanted to. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great either, so we were really worried. But when it came 7:30 Friday night, our kids were ready to play.
I thought the guys showed up with a lot better mental outlook coming into this game than they had the previous Friday up at Ringgold, and it really showed the way the black shirt defense, the pound and shoot offense performed. It was just a really good game. I mean, you dominated the time of possession in the first half. After Adairsville's first 3 possessions, they'd only run 16 plays, and that includes punts and turnovers.
Yeah, we needed to keep their offense off the field because I thought they were very explosive offensively, and but I was really pleased with the way our defense played. But offensively, I thought we were clicking on all cylinders. I thought Calhoun was excellent. I thought he controlled the offense. Got some key first downs when we needed them.
Yeah.
Our 3rd and long and 4th and long conversion was amazing.
Yes, it was.
I just thought offensive line played extremely well. We had 3 running backs with almost 100 yards rushing. So, we had over 530 yards total offense. So anytime you do that, I think you're playing well offensively.
250 yards of offense at halftime. The game was not in hand. It wasn't over, but you had control of the game. Your first 3 drives, a 14-play touchdown drive, a 12-play drive that ended up with a missed field goal, and then an 11-play touchdown drive. And when you get the ball at the 8-yard line for your 4th possession of the game, you're going to have a 1-play drive, which you did have a 1-play drive. Everybody was wanting us to control the ball, control the clock, and as you said, keep Adairsville's offense off the field, and I would say task accomplished.
Yeah, I thought Coach Davis called a great game. I thought, we kept them guessing all night long. I thought our play action pass was good. I thought our running game was good. And when we needed a 3rd and long or 2nd long, I thought our passing game was excellent.
Yeah, you said the 3rd down and 4th down conversions were amazing. They were truly amazing. Calhoun was on. He was running the ball well, making good decisions on play fakes, and then his passing game his success rate, his completion rate feeds off of his running game.
Well, and we did have some drop balls last night.
Yes.
We could have had a lot more passing yards, but the good thing about our offense, you really can't key on one person. We got 8 or 9 or 10 guys that can catch the ball and run the ball. So, I think that's a good thing for our offense.
Would it be fair to say that Robbie's Raiders knocked their defensive line off the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's no doubt. It starts up front, and there's no doubt that our offensive line was ready to play. I thought they played well last night.
Jack DeFord, Truett Moss, Spencer Cross, Drew McIntyre, and Austin Stout, left to right from tackle to tackle, did an outstanding job. And you've even got a couple guys that come in and relieve them every now and then, like Esteban Valladares.
Yep.
He does a good job also, and we'll talk about those situations later on as far as injuries are concerned. But yeah, the guys just did a really, really good job up front, and as you said, that's where it begins.
Yeah, it begins in the trenches, and I thought we controlled both sides of the line of scrimmage, and when you can do that, your chances of winning are pretty good.
No turnovers.
No.
For the offense.
Yeah, we felt like going in that we could not turn the ball over. Like if we turned the ball over like we did last week, we weren't going to win, and I was really, really pleased the way Calhoun took care of the ball and made great decisions from back there at the quarterback position. And I can't say enough about Cole Jackson. We had kids that didn't practice all week. I mean, Cole didn't practice all week. He got some plays in maybe a little bit Thursday. Thomas Lester didn't do a whole lot during practice, but when it came game time, they were ready to go.
When the lights come on at the Reeve, the guys really perform really, really well. I thought Calhoun made some good decisions. It turned out to be a bit of a chippy game, a contentious game throughout. I could sit here and talk about the referees and how they didn't perform up to the level of the two teams that are playing, but we'll leave that for another day. But it was a very intense game, chippy, and a very physical game.
Yeah, it was. There were a lot of good hitting going on out there. You know, we had a bunch of injuries last night that we'll get into, but you know, we got down to linebacker position. We lost Tristan on a big hit. We lost Christian East, who's a backup linebacker, to a concussion, and then Cole Jackson has to go in and play defense the second half, and we started rolling Alico and Bryson Bushong in there at running back. So, you know, again, my hat's off to Cole because he didn't practice one snap of defense, and he had to play some last night. I
played it well, and as you said, well, we even got Noah Ferguson came into the game late in the game to fill in because of the injuries at the situation, and he gets some big hits behind the line of scrimmage. So the depth seems to be building for this team.
Yeah, we're going to have some depth these next few weeks because we're going to have some kids probably out this week. Noah Ferguson is one of those. He had the flu all week and only practiced on Monday. So, you know, we were fighting the injury bug all week and the sickness bug, but our kids rose to the occasion and played well.
They did rise to the occasion. Coach Hoblazell had to be happy with his black shirt defense because they took a team that's averaging around 40 points a game and held them to 10.
Yeah, and really, you know, you really look at it, it's really 7 because we gave them that 3 points right before half with a couple of face mask penalties. But you know, I can't say enough about our defense either. I thought they were ready to go. I thought we had a good scheme defensively, and I thought we executed.
I thought Darwin maybe wrenched his back a little bit on his first sky kick, but the rest of the sky kicks were outstanding. Just all 3 phases of the game, you won.
Yeah, we were concerned about their return game. That's why we sky kicked it all night long. And I thought Darwin, I was like you, I was concerned about that early, but he came through later in the game, second half, with some big kicks.
Folks, you just sit back. We're going to take a look at the first half highlights. It is a packed stadium, and it is an outstanding victory for the Yellow Jackets. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans, and Phil Reeve Stadium was filled to the brim. He's still a coach of mine, but Mr. Green, your principal, said this may have been the largest regular season crowd we've had there. He couldn't remember one bigger.
Yeah, it was, it was getting filled up early too. It was 6 o'clock, 6:30, and there were a lot of people there. I know when I did my High Five Sports interview at 6:20, there were a lot of people in the stands.
A lot of people in the stands. We are now 51 consecutive victories at home, 104 consecutive region victories. That is your 13th consecutive regular season overall victory. So the Yellow Jackets doing an outstanding job. This was the elementary school chorus, and they did a good job with the national anthem.
Yeah, these are things that obviously we don't get to see, but I've heard a lot of good things about this group singing last night, that's for sure.
Yeah, they did a real nice job. Captains for tonight's game are?
You got Truett Moss, Dustin Harris, Thomas Lester, and Austin Bennett.
I like the all-black uniforms, Coach. The good guys are wearing black tonight. Intimidating factor, I think.
Well, we let the seniors pick what they want to wear, whether gold or black, and of course they like the black on black too.
Exactly. Yeah, it looks good. I'll tell you what, watching this Adairsville team warm up, they passed the eye test.
Yeah, Adairsville's got a good football team. That's what I told somebody last night. We beat a good football team,
yes.
And I think they're going to make some noise in the playoffs as well. And I told Coach Bishop that last night. I said, I think both these teams are going to make some noise in the playoffs, and he's got a good football team, and I hope they stay healthy and make a good run.
Exactly. I think with what we were able to accomplish last night, and with what we hope to accomplish down the road, and what Adairsville hopes to accomplish, things will work out well for both teams. Real Jackets wear pink. It was Pink Out Night in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Week in the state of Georgia for high school athletics. Adairsville won the coin toss, deferred. We're going to receive to open the game. And like I think you and I talked after the game, a couple of the assistant coaches said, boy, I'd like a 17 or 18 play drive, and you almost delivered on the number.
Yeah. They gave us a pooch kick here, and we really weren't. I mean, we were ready for it, but we got to work on that a little bit more. Colby could have got a few yards for that, but it was, we'll take the ball right there at the 21.
And that's where we put it in play. 1st and 10, we send Landon Rice in motion to the right. The H-back, a big blocker, gets a block up there. Kalen does this many times during this drive and throughout the game. Fake to the running back, pull it and run.
Well, we felt like with our injury situation with Cole, we felt like Kalen had to run the ball a bit tonight. And, that was our plan going in, and I thought he did an excellent job.
Coach, I think he had well over 20 carries, just himself.
Yep.
And we had running backs at 100 yards, Aliko over 100 yards, Bryson Bushong almost 100. Cole was pretty close to 100, and
Yep.
I'm sure Kalen was at 75 or so.
Those two plays doesn't look like we got some yardage, but, it's 3rd and 3.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking for, 3 and 4 yards pop. And I thought this was a good run by Kalen getting the first down.
I said on the radio, I said, he gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and that 6'4", 200-pound body leans forward for a 2-yard gain after he gets hit. Their defensive front at the beginning on this first drive was probably as well as they played the entire game, and then the Robbie's Raiders got a feel for it, working against a 4-man front.
Yeah, actually, for the first time all year, they gave us what we practiced,
Yes.
which is, that's good sound. I think that's what Adairsville's about. They're good sound coaches, and they're not going to mimic anything and trick things up. And I thought they're very sound on defense, but I thought our kids executed very well.
You're going to spot that at the 26, and it's going to make 3rd and long. And this is our first 3rd or 4th down completion on drives that is just really, really good. Nice, calm presence in the pocket, scrambles to the left, looking downfield, and he got his man. That was a nice pass, Coach.
That's what Kalen does well. When he scrambles and keeps his eyes downfield, I think he's very good at that.
He threw over defensive guys he dropped it right in the receiver's lap. Scrambles again. This is how quick he is. Ooh, good block from behind.
That was a good decision. We had the screen called, and I couldn't tell if we got hung up or what, but he made a good decision and kept the ball.
3 receivers up top. Ball's pretty much in the middle of the field. And just a tiny curl or hitch pattern there on the left-hand side. We're at the 48-yard line.
Another 3rd down conversion here to Malik Lawrence, who's a sophomore, making a big catch in a big game. I think that was 3rd and about 10.
Yes, it
Had
was.
a big first down. That's 2 3rd and long conversions already.
1st and 10 at their 40.
Good job by Kalen on the zone read.
Folks, when you watch this, you watch all the players that go to the fake, and then he runs wide open. Robbie's Raiders doing a good job of cleaning up on the left-hand side. That's Jack DeFore and Truett Moss.
We had a big play here. That's about the only mistake Kalen made all night. Dropped the snap there, but we had a big play on the screen there if we could have executed it.
Well, they're going to call intentional grounding here. And Kalen got rid of the ball. They had a long discussion after this. How did they explain it to you?
Well, the guy on our sideline said he told the head official that there were receivers in the area, but he didn't. I don't guess he believed him.
Guess not. Back us up. We lose it down. Screen to the left-hand side. Out to Cole. Nice play fake. Makes that guy lose his shoestrings. And on down the field he goes around the 30-yard line.
Felt like we need to get half of it there. And I think this is 4th and long. Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, great play by Carson Brown. Good throw by Kalen. We had one-on-one, which is what we wanted.
It was 4th and long from the 30. DB tries to make a play. He loses his balance. Perfectly thrown pass. And Carson just goes up and snags it.
Carson's having a great year for us. He's a really, really good receiver. There's some little things he's got to work on to be special, but he's a good receiver.
Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding, and Alex Flores kicking. Alex went 6 for 6 on extra points last night.
Yeah, Alex, he got his first field goal opportunity last night, and obviously he was a little nervous, but we got to get better at that. But his extra points have been very good all year.
Sky kick from right to left. They fair catch it at the 30-yard line, and we talked before the game, if we got a kick any deeper than the 25 tonight, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, we wasn't going to kick it unless we had a 15-yard penalty.
Now, they start moving Pitts around from left tackle to right tackle, and every now and then when they move him over here, when they flop the line on him, they're going to run behind him definitely because that is a big boy.
Well, they trick us the first series. They run into midline option, and the quarterbacks keep it in. We didn't play it very well, but quarterback's good now. He's really big, he's really fast, and he's athletic.
Yeah, he's strong.
Throw the screen out here, and not the screen, little hitch route. We were worried about that going in.
I think he heard feet.
Because those little receivers are very quick.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't go to number 8 more.
Same play there that they ran the first play, and they got us on our heels a little bit right now until Coach Hogg can figure out what we need to do.
First down at our 45, we were threatening a blitz there. They line up in you're going to see a lot of double wing formation with a wide receiver left and right. This time they've got a slot receiver out there. You can call it twins or trips with the wing to the left. High snap, they want to run the option. There's just no place to go. Nice acceleration by Johnson, who wasn't much of a factor in the first half, their running back.
Yeah, you saw what he could do, though, the first series of the second half. He's really explosive. He's a really good running back. He's a good 200 pounds, I think. Good job by Balin here.
I thought Balin had a good game.
Yeah, he did. He had a really good game. He let one behind him one time, but he's just a sophomore, and we got to remember that.
Coach, he was a half step away from him, a pick 6. I mean, he read that perfectly. Motion from the right, or from the left to the right. Quarterback wants to keep the ball on. This kid is big, athletic, and strong.
Yeah, he's kind of like Kalen, he's not going to get knocked backwards usually. No. He's going to lean forward, and that's what happened there. We hit him at the down marker, but he leaned forward and got the first down.
Good defense right there. Now we're getting a read on their offense. We're seeing the linebackers fill those gaps. Mm-hmm. Double wing formation, shotgun pistol. They do a lot of this. They run a slant or a skinny post, and I think the receiver heard footsteps again. Got short arms on that reception. Quarterback fakes to the right, rolls the left, and see how far
he falls. It looks like it's going to be 4th and 5, and all of a sudden you look up and it's 4th and 1.
Exactly. I didn't understand their play call here.
I'll tell you what, this may be the play of the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, may be the play of the game. We stopped them right there on 4th and 1. We had a good plan to that set. We really did. I thought the defensive staff did a good job when they gave us that set.
I was surprised they didn't come out and line up in their pistol and just run the quarterback again. I'm glad they didn't. Great stop by the defense. We take over on downs, and here comes Special K taking over again.
We get about 9 yards there.
Yes. 2nd and 1. Kalen kept it. He could have handed off. He could have kept it. And that was the situation several times where we had positive yards. Got a flag on this play. Did you see the call?
Yes, I did.
Legitimate call?
No.
Okay.
I'll keep my comments to myself.
Well, I'm just saying for you, they were inept. This is the second time I've seen this crew this year, and they've gotten worse. They like to be the center of attention, and we're going to see some calls. They thought they were controlling the game, and they actually let the game get out of control. So anyway, we're back.
We got 2 tights here, trying to get the tight ends down the middle of the field, and they did a good job covering that one.
Yeah, and then we ran some verticals.
Yep, sure did.
They got a good rush. We weren't able to get the pass off, so we're backed up right now. Never fear,
folks. This is 3rd and long?
3rd and long.
3rd and real long, I believe. Yes, maybe 20, 25?
I think it was, 21 yards, something like that. All righty. We freeze him at the line of scrimmage. We got 2 receivers left, 2 right. Drop back, looking for a man over the middle, and there he is.
That's a great throw and a great catch.
Even the mouthpiece comes out.
Big first down there.
Another big 3rd down conversion out of the passing game. It has worked well. We got Alico in. Kalen fakes to Alico going to the left and follows the right-hand side. Drew McIntyre and Austin Stout gets a big gain up to our 44-yard line. 2nd down. Send big 44 in motion. He comes back to the left-hand side. Kalen taking his time, scrambles. Wow.
That's very good. We thought we had a big play here. We thought we was going to get the free safety to bite up and hit it behind him, but the free safety didn't bite, so Kalen did a good job.
1st and 10 from their 48-yard line. 2nd quarter has just begun. And another big, strong running play by Alico following Robbie's Raiders. And, Coach, Coach Robinson had to be happy with his line play.
Yeah, you know, that's 5 yards on first down,
Yes.
which is what you're looking for. Good job by Calhoun right here, landing in the flats. Little play action pass.
Landon lowered his shoulder, and I think he was wanting to do DB to stand up a little bit taller because he had to really get low to run over him. Thor brought the thunder. This looks like nothing, and that's the speed of Alico Downs.
Yes, Alico had a good night running the football.
Yeah, 100
You
yards.
know, we got.
100
I
plus.
feel like we got 3 running backs that are very good, and Cole and Alico and Bryson, and you know, Bryson's a north and south runner,
You think?
and Cole is too, and you know, Alico gives us a little speed and shiftiness.
Yeah, Alico can be more of the slasher. The other two are just going to be in your face. I thought this was a great play, tipping the ball away to avoid the
Yes.
interception.
Yes, that was a tough play there by Calhoun. Good play by Woodard.
Yeah. Get it out here in the flat, and we miss Alico, just let him a little bit too far, and we're going to line up for the field goal.
That was a good read by Calhoun. Just got to make the throw. And Alico was a little bit late getting out right there.
Yeah.
But we tried to kick a field goal, and Alex has missed it a little bit to the right.
I think he was breathing more through his chest
Yeah.
than through his belly. I think he was a little amped up. So we still lead 7-0. I'm thinking, man, we've dominated the game so far. We need to get more points on the board.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what you're thinking. They run the
That was a
option.
big hit by Ethan. That was the. That's a new formation they've showed us there. They're running the option out the back door.
But there's going to be some teams try the option after a couple games that they've seen earlier. But we're defending that a whole lot better. Childers scrambles. He comes all the way back across the field in front of our bench. He realizes he's not going to get any more yards, and he says, you know, I'm not going to take that big hit from number 2, the closer, Thomas Lester.
That's a design run that they
Yeah.
drew up right there.
Oh, nice play by Will Conley. Tackle for a loss.
Yeah.
Will's in double digits tackles for losses this year for the season.
Will's a great football player.
Double wing formation. Wide receiver left and right, quarterback fakes, and he's going to look downfield.
Great play by Ethan Wood, a great break on the ball. That's how you play it, right? That's how you draw it up.
And he's going against a guy that's a little bit taller than him that's a good receiver, Tony Hale. That was excellent. Just tomahawk those arms, no reception. We got a flag. We're going to have the illegal procedure against the Tigers. That's going to back them up 5. We're in the second quarter. We lead 7-0. We're looking for a little bit more scoring cushion here, but first we got to get the Black Shirts to stop them, which they will do. 3 receivers up top if you count the wing. Quarterback fakes right, runs left, and that's a nice tackle by, once again,
Will Conley makes it
fourth down.
Yeah, that was a big stop by Will.
Well, we stopped them on downs. They're going to get a really big punt here. It's a short punt, doesn't travel very far. We let it hit the ground, and then it hits at about the 23, and it rolls forever to our 7.
Yeah, that's about the only mistake Jarrett made all night. He's got to get up there and catch that punt, and he knows it.
Which he does the rest of the game. We take over our own 7-yard line. We send Big Landon Rice in motion. We hand to the running back. He's going to go to the right-hand side. That's Cole. That reminds me of a run Cole makes later in the game to get a first down. Very similar. It's the same play.
Yep.
Outstanding cut on a bad ankle. Landon in motion. He comes back to the other side. Kalen fakes right, comes up the middle, and gets us a first down across the 15.
That was a big first down, good blocking up front. Good run by Calhoun.
We're at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. We got this ball with 7:35 left in the first half. We're up 7-0. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but you know what? That's a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. These are the type of gains that keep the chains moving. Design quarterback draw. Now, once again, doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3.
Yeah, we had a good bit of quarterback runs in. Obviously, you can see that in the game, but we felt like that was a good game plan we had.
Particularly when you're following Robbie's Raiders. And that's a nice play. Play fake to the right. You look at the number of gold hats, black jerseys that are tying up the white shirts on the line of scrimmage. It's really good. We let him come in, throw the screen out here on the left-hand side. And this is sore ankle and all across midfield. The hammer down the sideline. Tries to step over a guy, and he stepped out of bounds there at the 21.
Great execution on the screen. We were close to taking that to the house. And he did step out of bounds. I'll give the referees that.
Yeah, that was a good call. 1st and 10 at their 21. It's one of the few times we'll be nice.
Again, a good read by Kalen, and most of these runs were reads by Kalen. And if they taking the running back, he's keeping it. So, good job by Kalen.
Rice in motion to the right. We give to Cole Johnson. He just lowers the pads, moves the pile, and gets it inside the 15. It's going to be 3rd down from the 14-yard line. We got about 3rd and 3. You like 3rd and 3s or less, don't you?
We had a great play call. We've been working on this since preseason, and
it goes for a touchdown, but they call holding against us. And this holding call, folks, was thrown by the side judge on our side when Thomas Lester was in the end zone. He threw the flag.
Yeah, we saw this at halftime. That was a bad call.
Terrible call. Well, so let's just give it to Landon Rice. He lowers his shoulder and tries to run over the guy. Dropped the ball, but he covered it up himself.
That was a little trick play we had in there to Landon, direct snap to Landon.
Heavy sumo set to the right. That's big Dustin Harris, the huntsman at fullback. We're going to follow him through the line.
This was a big run. That's a great job getting the 1st down.
That's a great cut. He was thinking about bouncing it outside, came back in and got the 1st down. 1st and goal. And Kalen's got 2 guys to pick from, Landon Rice or Jairo Wilson. He picked Jairo Wilson short.
That's a great execution on the power pass. I don't know what the referee was waiting on.
I have no idea either. I called the touchdown, I think, 3 times before he got his arms up in the air. We're going to line up in a tight extra point formation.
That was a great, 93-yard drive?
Yes, sir. Yep, that was an 11-play, 93-yard drive. You took 4 minutes and 57 seconds off the clock. You guys have turned into the drive masters and clock-eating machine.
A little different from last year, eh?
Oh my! For several years, this pound and shoot offense we've taken seriously. We're going to do a sky kick. Darwin toe meets leather. He kicks it from right to left. And one of the students in the pink out section caught the ball on the fly. It was a little wide left.
I didn't know he kicked it that far.
Oh yeah, he booted it. They made us kick it again from the 35. And coach, good kickoff.
Yep, they lost 3 yards on that. They would have had it on 35. Now they got it on 32.
A couple bad decisions made that came back to haunt them, I think, on declining penalties, what plays they ran, etc.
Thought that was motion. They called it. Great play by Colby Reynolds and Thomas Lester.
Picks it up at the 22 after the tip by Colby, and Thomas is off to the races. He comes back across the field. He's picking up the convoy, goes down the sideline, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds after a 62-yard interception return. They busted somebody in the chops, and I think it was Tristan Fuller at the end of the play.
Yeah, it was a late hit on the quarterback's what they told me.
Yeah, it was Childers. He busted. I think it was Tristan. We got a 1st and goal at the 8. Now, you're not going to get on 11 play
That's
drive
a great
here.
job by Austin Stout. And that's how you execute the zone read.
Yeah, he took his man and blocked him to downtown Calhoun. Line up in a tight extra point formation. Well, just a few minutes ago, I was worried that we were only up 7-0. I'm not worried anymore.
Yep. To be up 21-0, it's a little bit of a sigh of relief. But a little bit later, the game gets a little tighter there in the second half.
Exactly. We're up 21-0, 2:14 left. And the thing that I worried about during the game was number 8 for them, Markel Lane, is electric, and we've just got to keep he and Johnson tied up. The running back number 20.
Yeah, they're very good on offense, very explosive. 20's a really good running back. 2 can run, and then, like you said, the little receiver out wide is very electric.
1st and 10 from their 24. Childers scrambles to the left and puts his shoulder down, and then they call a personal foul on us at the end of this play. And did you see it?
No.
Neither did I. That referee in the black hat, folks, there with the large abdomen, made a lot of calls that I didn't understand.
I didn't understand that play. It was the right mark off with the penalty, but some kind of deal where they had a penalty and we had a penalty, but they still gained 15 yards. I couldn't figure that one out.
Yeah, it was offsetting penalties, and they let the gain stand. Nice run here by Sidney Johnson, and we've got
I call a face mask.
honest. Thomas Lester came up and pushed him out of bounds. I don't know who they called the face mask on, but right now it almost seems like the referees are looking for a reason to throw the yellow litter. And that is just an incidental 5-yard face mask. Wings left and right, motion. They fake to the running back. We do a pitch back to left, and Coach, we've got the option covered. We've got
we played the option much better.
Motion, fake to the motion man. Quarterback looking for a screen to the right-hand side.
I had a good call here, but Jairo Wilson makes a great play.
The other Mr. Hale, number 29, thought he had some open turf, and number 3, the general, shut the door. Looking downfield, hat comes off. We're going to get a penalty on that. They're going to call us, after they dump it off to Sidney Johnson and gain down the field, they're going to call us a hand to the personal foul, hand to the helmet. We took off one of the helmets of the...
Yeah, that was probably a good call. I didn't see it real good, but Coach Hall told me it was a good call.
They've got the ball first and goal to 15-yard line. There's 2 seconds left here. The clock has not resumed after the running of or after marking off the penalty. So they're going to line up and kick a field goal after much discussion.
Well, they were trying to figure out if the clock was going to start or not. That was great pressure by our defense up front there. We almost got it. But that kid's a good kicker. He's a really good kicker.
A 32-yard field goal was good from about 55.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a strong leg. Half comes to close. We're up 21-3. I know we gave up 3 points at the end. Overall, your satisfaction level with the first half?
Oh, very pleased. They got a little momentum going in halftime,
Yes.
which is a little concern of mine, and then they get the ball back to start the second half. So, we talked to the kids about not letting up because we knew they were going to make a run, and that's exactly what happened the second half. But no really major adjustments at halftime. I thought we need to keep doing what we were doing.
Yeah, we're going to kick off to them. We've just got to tighten up and make sure we bring the game in the second half that we brought at the beginning of the game mentally.
Yep.
Folks, just sit back in that Barca lounger and relax. You're going to watch the best doggone band in the land, the Pride of Georgia's Northland, led by director Michael Clark, assisted by Larry Brown, and led on the field by drum major Sarah Green. They're going to put on a great halftime performance. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Presenting the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets under the field direction of Miss Sarah Green. Tonight the band will perform Light 'Em Up, Brick House, Hey Pachuco, and Let It Be with soloists by Miss Ellen Bono, Dallas Sims, Harrison Baker, Brandon Weaver, Taylor Strickland, John Ledbetter, Drew Rowell, James Stone, and Miss Unique Sardinetta. Ladies and gentlemen, the Calhoun High School Marching Yellow Jackets.
Welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans. It is the second half. We're up 21-3. Like you said, no major adjustments at halftime. The thing that you're thinking about, obviously, is we got to keep that mental intensity up.
Yeah, you know, we need to come out and play well the first part of the second half. You know, I know they get the ball to start the second half, and they're really explosive offensively, and you'll see they go down the field and score, make it a ball game. You know, get a little nervous on the sidelines, but I think we handled it, you know, after that first drive. I think we did a lot better.
Sky kick from right to left by Darwin Lamb all the way down to the 20-yard line, Coach. This is just like a touchback.
You can't draw it up any better than that. That was absolutely perfect.
High and deep and pinned right to the sideline. Here they go, 1st and 10 from their 20. Every coach will tell you, and you trained me a long time ago, this is the most important drive of the game, the opening drive of the third quarter. And the quarterback fakes, and he doesn't get anywhere. In fact, loses 2 yards. The Blackshirt defense is all over him.
Yeah, you know, we got Tristan Fuller's out of the game, so Cole's having to play some linebacker. Cole is a very versatile player. They run the option here. Good hit by Jira.
They 3rd and long, 3rd and 8, and it looks like we're getting mission accomplished. It's 3rd and 7, and the ball's actually at the 23-yard line. Quarterback scrambles to the left, and once again he finds an opening, and he puts his shoulder down. Good tackle, and the ball lands right on the 30, which makes it 1st and 10.
Yeah, that was a big first down. You know, that's a design run.
Yes.
And they had a big first down there on 3rd and 8.
We're running our quarterback. They're running their quarterback.
Yeah.
And you've got ours is 6'4", 200. He's got to be 6'3", doesn't he?
He's about 6'2", but he's a good 215.
Nice throw down the field. Markel Lane just got a little bit of a step on Balin. And like you said earlier, the only time Balin let him get behind him, and they've got a big first down in our territory. Because Balin had a really good game. Hand off the right-hand side, cut back to left-hand side, and just like that, they're going to narrow the gap. And they've got a touchdown. Sidney Johnson shows you how dangerous he can be.
Yeah, that was a good run by Johnson there. He's a really, really good running back, and they had us on our heels that series.
Well, they'd taken their big 350-pound tackle from the left side, put him on the right side, and ran behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, they're down 21-10. Obviously, they got a good design play.
It's not the way we wanted to start the second half, obviously.
No, it's not. Second half will get better, folks.
And then they kick it over here, and it was just a bad break there.
Twisted that ankle?
No, he got a cramp.
Oh, cramp.
He's been better off just letting that go out of bounds, probably.
But he is hustling.
It was a tough situation, tough decision.
Yeah, and 28, Cole Jackson, always hustling, trying to make the right decision. We'll get him healthy. Fake to Oliko going to the right, pounded up over left guard behind Truett Moss and Jack DeFore, and Spencer Cross the center. Not a real big gain. Going to bring up 2nd down, drop back, good blocking. That's a nice,
Good catch by Drew. Good execution on the shallow route.
1st and 10 at our 34, another big conversion in the passing game to keep the chains moving. Oliko dips in right, dips out left, squares up the shoulders, and gets a good positive gain of 6 up to the 40.
That was a good vision by Oliko. That's one thing Oliko is very good at. He's got good vision. We had a big play here, and it looks like Kalen slipped or tripped over somebody.
I think they reached up and got his toe. I'm not going to call that the turf monster. I didn't like the spots of this crew the whole game. We finally got a good spot from them on this one.
Yeah.
I thought this was a charitable spot. We were going to get a first down, although there is a penalty flag down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
We had a big play right here. Thomas wish he had that one back, that's for sure.
Well, just like the camera went out of focus,
Yeah.
I think Thomas' eyes went out of focus on that play. So it is dropped, and it was going to be a huge play. Set up a screen to the left-hand side, and let's give it to number 4 because his
Good
feet.
job by Oliko setting up his blocks, and got some good yardage there.
We got the big boys out front leading down the field. Bring it up to the 44-yard line. Hand it off to Oliko. He doesn't get much on it, just a 1-yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down from the 45-yard line. We're looking to go downfield. We're going to throw a streak down the left-hand side and just off the hands of Jarrett Carden.
That was a great throw by Calhoun, and Jarrett, he knows he's got to have that one.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, that was second down. Now this brings up third down. Calhoun's going to scramble to the right-hand side. Tries to dump it in the middle there and just a little bit.
Yeah, yep, that was a good decision. He's just got to make a better throw there.
He was trying to find Ethan Woodard there, and we're going to line up for a punt. Our only punt of the night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
This is a very good punt. It's a high punt, 30 yards, and it pins him on their 24.
Dangerous. Their return people are dangerous, so it was important for Darwin to kick the ball very high to give our coverage time to get down there, and he did that on that particular punt.
We didn't try to kick away from him. We just tried to kick it high, and Darwin's good at that. They hand off to Johnson, up the middle, cuts back to the left, and he pulls a couple guys and gets a big first down gain on first down. Ball's going to be spotted at the 37-yard line. Good gain of 6 yards up to the 43-yard line.
They got us on our heels a little bit right here.
Pushing us just a little bit. Little screen out here to the left-hand side to Markel Lane. I thought that was a great open field tackle by Bailey.
Yeah, it was. Good tackle by Bailey because number 8, he's lightning now when he gets the ball.
1st and 10 from our 48. They hand it off to Johnson. They're into our territory at the 45. See, I thought that was a charitable spot.
Yeah.
They bring the big left tackle over to the right-hand side, so I'm sitting there thinking, well, they're going to run behind him to the right. Yeah. They keep flopping.
They hadn't done that in games.
I hadn't seen it
stayed
either.
left tackle the entire time. Of course, they got
big rush by Dustin Harris.
and they finally called a holding.
Quarterback scrambles, and they get, as you said, get holding against Adairsville. Backs him up to the 39, so what started out as a second real good drive in the third quarter has now lost its momentum. The Black Shirts are starting to take over. 2nd and long from their own 39-yard line. They have to get to our 42-yard line. So they got a long ways to go, Coach. Quarterback stands in the pocket. Now he scrambles, looking for somebody to throw to. Good pressure, and that's a nice tackle by Cole Jackson.
Cole Jackson. Cole's a winner, that's for sure. He couldn't even walk on that ankle hardly Monday, so, for him to play the entire game says a lot about Cole.
Delay a game, it gets him, backs him up to the 33. They have to get to our 42. It's 3rd and forever. Empty set backfield. The quarterback rolls to the left, and this is pretty much a designed run, particularly if he doesn't see anybody quick, and then we get him from behind, and that's a nice job.
That's a big stop by our defense because they had some momentum in our territory, and we forced them to punt the football, and that's a penalty. They're in motion when the ball snapped.
They're not going to call it, Coach. Short kick that goes to the left-hand side. Jarrett made a good decision. They down it at about our 23-yard line. We're going to take over with 4:05 left in the third quarter. We're up 21-10. A score would be nice here, right?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. We lead 21-10. Oliko Dennis has pretty much become the running back, with Cole Jackson playing defense in place of Tristan Fuller. Oliko to the left-hand side, almost a pistol formation. Kalen fakes him going to the right, pulls it out, goes to the left-hand side, and gets up near the 35-yard line, Coach.
Is that a first down, or are we 3rd and short here?
No, 1st and 10 from the 34.
This may be the play of the game.
He runs to the right, bounces it outside.
That's an excellent run by Oliko.
That's 3 tackles he's broken. Down the field he goes, and the only guy that can catch him is probably the fastest guy on the field, number 8, Markel Lane.
Yep.
Gets him at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal.
And I thought we got that off before they called timeout, but
Oh, I did too. They're hurry. Adairsville called timeout to stop us. We just run the same play again. Kalen goes in on the left-hand side, just follows that big Robbie's Raiders group, and we expand the lead to 27-10 with the extra point coming. And that is exactly what we needed at that point in time.
That was a great run by Oliko. Good blocking up front. He had a big hole to run through, but then he makes some people miss in the secondary.
Big defensive stop on the first drive of the game by the Black Shirt defense. big third and fourth down conversions, a big run by Alico on that drive. It's going to be hard to pick out the play of the game.
Yes, it is.
Extra point is good by Alex Flores out of the hold of Thomas Lester and the snap of Top Gun Drew McCracken. 2:50 left in the third quarter. And the way we've been consuming the clock on some of our drives, you're breathing a little bit better?
Yeah, I feel better about obviously the 18-point lead versus 11.
Yeah. Sky kick from right to left, down to the 31-yard line. We're coming down the field hard. And a little extra shoving around. They put it in play 1st and 10 from their 31 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Fake to the running back, run to pitch here. It's not a real good pitch.
Good hit by Balin.
Told you he had a good game. Delivering the mail. That was the 250 Express coming down Phil Reeve Field. Fake to the running back. Quarterback wants to run. He tucks it. Steps out on the left-hand side.
Well, the one thing about the quarterback, he wants to run. He'd rather run it than throw it. We
Yes.
knew that coming in.
Third down from their 31-yard line. We get a sack all over him.
Great job by Thomas Lester. Good call by Coach Hobb there on the stunt by Thomas.
Coming in from a stinger or rover position. Untouched. Forcing the punt.
Good job by Jarrett catching the football right there at the 50-yard line. Here's a chance to put them away now.
24-yard punt. We've got the ball. Pump fake. Over the middle. And the safety didn't bite on the pump fake. That would have been a tough catch, Coach.
Yeah, it would have been. And that's what I told him. That's a tough catch.
He got hit by 2 guys. He got sandwiched as soon as the ball got there. Give it to Alico. That's a sure thing, isn't it?
That's a good run. Very good run. About 7 yards, 8 yards. So it's 3rd and 2 or 3.
I gave him 8. Motion by Rice. Kalen fakes to Alico. Goes up the field and gets a first down at their 38-yard line. And we took over with 1:23 left in the third quarter. And like you said, we'd like to put a nail in the coffin right here. Coach, that's a strong run.
Another good run. 4 or 5 yards.
4-yard gain.
And then we go to the fourth quarter.
Second down from their 34. 2nd and 6. Looking to go downfield. We got the I formation. Throw it out here just a little bit low. That was Cole, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a big play there if we could have got it to him, but
And Cole will tell you should have caught it. And Kalen will tell you should have hit him in the belly.
So it's 3rd down, another 3rd down conversion. I thought that was a face mask.
Yeah. Stepped up inside the rush. Gyro was open. I'm not real sure Kalen had a good grip on the ball because he got hit in the head. They didn't call the penalty. Here's a 4th down conversion.
Another 4th down conversion to Chaz. And we had Gyro wide open on the play earlier. It would have been a touchdown if they hadn't called it. I mean, they hit him across the face.
That's a face mask, incidental. That was a nice job of Chaz covering up the ball on that first down. And I thought maybe Drew got distracted because Kalen threw the ball right through the DB's waving arms. All righty, pistol formation. Alico bounces to the outside. Nice, good stiff arm. He can't get rid of 3 of them.
Yeah, they call holding on Truitt. That was a good call. I'll give them that.
Yeah. Going to back us up.
3rd and 10.
Yes.
Great job by Kalen, and what a run by Thomas.
4 tackles, Coach. Broke 4 tackles. They're just bouncing off his hips. And one guy got hit so hard bouncing off Thomas, they had to help him off the field. We're going to line up in our tight extra point formation. Coach, they're starting to get tired at this point in time.
That was another big drive by our offense, and it's because of the stop the defense made. They gave us great field position at the 50-yard line, and we take it in and score. Games in the bag at this point in my mind.
Yeah, I said on the radio, you can put this one in the book. We're up 35-10. 11-10 left in the ball game. That was a 10-play touchdown drive. Minute 23, 2 minutes and 13-second drive. But it was another double-digit play drive. Sky kick from left to right at about the 33-yard line. Hale wants to run, so he picks it up and he
That's the one where he called a fair catch and tried to run with it.
Yeah, that'll be an illegal fair catch signal. So that's going to back him up 5. Yeah, I saw his arm go up, and finally we got some flags thrown. You're going to see a lot of this wing right, wing left the rest of the game. Give to the running back on the right-hand side. Johnson ends up with around 110 yards rushing for the game.
I tell you, he's a good player. You know, I was really surprised how big he was in the pregame warm-up. He doesn't look that big on film. I bet he's a good 200 pounds.
Yeah, he's pretty solid. High snap, we get a big rush in there, and we swallow up Mr. Childers, Will Conley, Thomas Lester, and a host of Yellow Jacket defensive players. Black shirts all over the white shirts of Adairsville.
You got Noah Ferguson in there at linebacker now, number 8. He's in for Cole.
And he does a good job, Coach.
Sure does.
For a guy that's been sick, he got a lot of hop in his step. They run to the right-hand side, get up to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. That was a nice third down conversion. Wing right, wide receiver left and right. Quarterback drops back, he gets away from one rush, scrambles to the right and finds the receiver downfield. Little hitch or comeback pattern, finds number 8, Lane, 12-yard gain. 1st and 10.
Both quarterbacks I thought were very athletic, can make plays with their feet and their arm.
I think the defense is real athletic right
That's
there.
a good play by Austin Bennett.
Yeah, he's pretty pumped up.
I knew this was going to be offsetting.
Yeah, the offsetting personal foul penalties. If you're going to have offsetting penalties.
Well, number 6 and Ethan Woodard went at it all night long.
A lot of jawing.
Yeah.
A lot of jawing.
And actually, number 6 actually punched him one play. And
Right in front of the referee, and they didn't call it.
Yep.
I was pleading the case like on the air, and you were pleading it on the field. Childers scrambles. Landon Rice was after him. He stepped out of bounds at their 45-yard line. There's a big hard rush, and that's the general. Jaira Wilson gets the sack, and then when he flexed his right arm, they called a misconduct penalty against him. Yeah,
I can't comment on that.
I can't. It was a rotten call. They did a terrible job officiating. I'd like to send a film in. I'd like to talk with him, maybe train him a little bit. Left-footed punter in. They switched punters. They put their field goal kicker in. This
That was
kid's
a
got
great catch by Jarrett. I didn't really see that during the game.
Oh, that was a wonderful catch. He looked like Willie Mays going back with his back to home plate and caught that ball. That was a good job.
Finally got the screen off.
A tunnel screen.
Yep.
To Ethan Woodard, it works. Old-timey offense.
Yeah.
We're out to the 34-yard line. We're back to the pound and shoot. We're just going to pound the snot out of him. Olico Dennis was just running it, just picking and finding a hole and getting north-south. 1st and 10 at our 45-yard line. And then we put Bushong in. And Coach, this is unfair. This is like bringing a sledgehammer to the game in the 4th quarter. Look at him. He ended up with 90-plus yards, I think, rushing.
Yeah,
right at 100.
At a little, about 91 yards, I think.
Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. It was close enough. The referee winds the clock up. We're down to the 13. It's 1st and 10. Even when there's no hole, he hits it hard. I'll tell you what, Spencer Cross is blocking downfield.
Yeah, see, our offensive line play, after looking at this tape, I think they played extremely well. Probably the best game they've played all year.
Yeah, they give it to Bushong. If the referee gotten out of the way, he could have made a cut to the right and gotten into the end zone. But the Statue of Liberty was in the way there. Shotgun formation, give it to 14. He pounds into the end zone untouched, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And we're up to 41-10. We got a guy to land on the field. That's Kalen Riley. He's going to get up. I think, is he catching just a little extra oxygen there?
He got tripped up there at the end.
Personal foul against Adairsville at the back of the end zone after that. Now and see, that call I didn't necessarily agree with because it was a continuation of the play. Mm-hmm. But these guys want to be the star of the game.
We'll take it.
Oh, yeah. We'll take the 15-yard penalty, but it's just typical of not the right calls being made at the right time. We're going to line up in a tight extra point formation. We're going to have Drew McCracken snapping, Thomas Lester holding, and Mr. Consistency, Alex Flores, kicking the extra point. He boots it on the way to third base on a baseball diamond, and we lead 42-10 with about 6:27 left in the game.
Yeah, I'd say the game's in the bag now.
Yeah, actually, you start doing a little bit of substituting
Yeah, we're trying to make a decision. You know, I told Coach if they leave number 2 in the game, we got to leave our starters in the game.
Right.
And that's what we got. We subbed a little bit. We had Tilly in there, Grayson Tilly in for Blaine, and J.R. McBrayer went in for Landon a little bit. So
4th touchback of the season for Darwin Lamb. They give to the running back on the right-hand side. They've got their starters in. We pretty much left ours in. Going to be a good first down gain up to about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 at their own 34. Motion. Quarterback dropped the ball, and I think he was going to run the option to the left-hand side. But
looked like it.
He had to cover it up. Do you credit anybody for tackles for losses on those? Okay. When Landon was chasing the quarterback out, did he get credit for a sack or not?
Yes.
Okay. Because he was within a step of the guy.
Yep.
And the guy stepped out of bounds to avoid the tackle. Quarterback keeps it, design run, goes over right tackle, and we've got a defense, Coach. The Huntsmen are making a pile in the middle, and Landon Rice and Blaine Anderson, the linebackers, finishing up the deal.
So it's 3rd and long here.
Yeah. From their own 32-yard line. Give to the running back. He wants to bust it. He's got no place to go. Look at the black shirts. They're all around him. Punting situation. There's going to be about 3:55 left. They put the right foot and punter back in. Maybe he had a tweaked ankle or something earlier. Jared Carden with pressure on him does a good job at the 30. Coach Ed, 5 possessions in the second half. A touchdown on the first drive and then 4 consecutive punts.
Yep. 3 and outs. Or I don't know if it was 3 and outs, but we did force them to punt the football.
You're right.
We got Balin in there. We got our 2s in there. We talked to Balin about. I tell you what, Balin did a good job. He did a good job running the clock. You know, snapping it down 5 or 6. I thought he did a good job with that. And we were trying to run some clock.
Which is what he's doing right there. He's looking at the play clock and letting it wind down, and then, as you said, you want him to get it down to 5 or 6. He was excellent job. And like I said, you're taking your number. You go to the hardware store, folks, and buy a sledgehammer. You look for number 14 on the handle, because this is what we're using.
And we got some 2s in there, but we got William Long here at center because Matthew Mullinak's our backup center sprained his ankle. I think the big boy, number 71, fell on it.
Yes.
You got Blake Garland at right tackle. I think you got Tilly at right guard. You got William Long at center. You got Eddie Guerrero at left guard. I'm trying to see the left tackle.
70s. Who's 77?
Oh, that's Eddie Guerrero. Okay. Left tackle's J.R. McBrayer, 51.
Okay. Yeah, Balin did a good job, and you got to admire the composure of the offensive line for they get in that 3-point stance and they stay there, and we don't flinch. We don't get any penalties on this.
Yep. And then Jordan Towle, we got Jordan Towle in the game now at running back.
He runs hard.
Jordan Towle's a great football player. He's a great special team guy for us right now. He's just got. He's got Will Conley in front of him on defense, but he's a critical backup for us on defense.
Yeah, he's going to play a lot. Yeah. You're playing behind number 18. Play behind number 18, you're going to live and learn.
Yep. We got a victory formation.
Yeah, we're going to take one more kneel down, and we had 5 possessions in the second half, Coach. 1 punt, 3 TDs, and the victory formation. That's a pretty nice second half.
Yeah, it was. It was obviously a great win for our football team.
You're 6-0 on the season, 4-0 in a region. You keep your scoring average up around 38, 39 points a game. You gave up 10 points, so the Black Shirts are still giving up around 9.5 points a game. The kicking game was outstanding. You did a great job. Darwin Lamb, a great job on the kickoffs and the kickoff coverage. Great coverage on the 1 punt that we had to do. That's a pretty nice victory.
Yeah, it was. I thought we were clicking on all cylinders on both sides of the ball, and we were solid in the kicking game, which is what you're looking for. And, it was just a great victory. I thought our kids were really, really ready to play, and you got to credit those kids because when it came game time at 7:30 Friday night, they were ready to go.
It was a tough week of practice and getting the kids healthy, and then we had a tough game. We have some guys that are a little bit banged up right now.
Yeah, we are. We'll have to see. Joe brought me an injury list last night, and there's probably 12 people on it. But, You know, only a couple of people probably won't play. Everybody else will be ready to go, but we just got to get them healed up and get them a lot of treatment. You know, Esteban Valadares, I hate that he's probably torn his ACL. I hate that because Esteban's such a great kid.
He is a good kid.
He's our backup guard. Tristan Fuller's out of the game, but he's just bruised up. The X-rays were negative, so you know we just have to wait and see on Tristan.
That's good. Negative X-rays.
And then Matthew Mullinax is having, our backup center is having X-ray this morning. Hadn't heard if it's fractured or just a sprain. So those are the three majors, I guess. Christian East has a concussion. He won't play this week. He's a backup linebacker and a special team guy. David Prater got a concussion. He'll be questionable. But, you know, other than that, I think we just got to get some people healthy.
Other than that,
Yeah.
we just got to get some people healthy.
Yep.
Got Sonoraville coming into town for homecoming this coming Friday. This is a county rivalry. This is a region matchup. You know they're going to come in fired up. We're going to be a little bit dinged up. We just got to get ready for another tough game. We got to be mentally ready for this one. We can't be looking ahead to the bye week yet.
Yeah, we can't have a letdown, that's for sure. And, you know, with homecoming, it should pep things up a little bit because I know they get excited about homecoming. I'm not a fan of homecoming, but I know the kids and the student body and the community enjoy it. And we just got to handle it the right way. And, you know, with Sonoraville coming in here, it's a great rivalry. I know they'll be well coached because Coach Kramer's over there, and he'll have them ready to go.
Oh, he will have them ready to go. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the pipeline and the plays of the game, the stingers. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans. 42-10 victory over the visiting Adairsville Tigers. We're still in first place. Sonoraville's coming to town this coming Friday. It's going to be homecoming, another big region game coming up. It just doesn't let up. This is the toughest region setup we've had in a few years, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a rough stretch we've had with Ringgold, Adairsville, and Sonoraville coming into town.
Three good teams.
Three really good teams. In my opinion, they're the three playoff teams,
Yes.
along with us, being the fourth team in the playoffs. So we've had the three playoff teams, in my opinion, in a row. So we got to finish it off this week.
Got to finish the meat grinder. Tell us about the pipeline, please.
Pipeline's good. You know, our middle school beat Cass 28-6 Thursday. They will go into the playoffs as the number one seed.
Good,
They
congratulations.
will play Adairsville next Saturday at Super Saturday at Adairsville at 10 o'clock. And our
By the way, Coach Abernathy talked to me about that game. He said Cass was huge.
Cass got a good football team. I tell you, you want to watch a group of kids play football, you need to go watch our middle school team. They love to play, and they love to hit, and they love to execute. And,
Good.
they're not a very big crew, but they'll light you up, and they love contact. And
They must have lit up those big boys. Coach Abernathy said they had to have some 270-pounders on that team.
And then our JV, Adairsville had to cancel our JV game because of a lack of a young quarterback. Didn't have a young, they all were hurt. So I'm trying to find another game to pick up, but next week we'll get back playing Sonoraville on Thursday.
Yeah, that'll be good. Stingers of the game, the plays of the game. We have three of them picked out for you, and I think you're going to like them.
I think I will too.
Yes, sir. First one is 4th down from the 30-yard line, first drive of the game.
That was a big catch by Carson, big throw by Kalen, and that's a great execution on 4th and whatever, long.
It was 4th and long. Yes, a perfect throw, perfect catch. All right, our next one is going to be the interception. Adairsville's got a drive. They're going to throw a ball deep down the middle of the field. Colby Reynolds sets this up. He plays center field, tips the ball. Thomas Lester's there. He picks it up at the 22, and he's off to the races. Good play by the secondary.
Yes, great job by Colby breaking on the ball and tip ball, and Thomas picks it off and makes a good run back.
62-yard return, personal foul against Adairsville gets us close. And the last one is going to be the clinching run in the third quarter.
Yeah, this was maybe the play of the game because it was just 21-10 at this point, and Alico makes a tremendous run here.
I don't know how many tackles he broke in the hole, but I counted 3 on the outside, and he gets it all the way down. That's around a 50-yard run there, I believe, to get us down there. Lots of guys 100 yards or right at 100 yards rushing 500 yards of offense. It was a good game.
Yeah, obviously we're really pleased with the way we played because you know, Adairsville's a really good football team, and to beat them like we did says a lot about our kids being ready to play. I thought our coaching staff did a good job preparing them, and it was just a great night for us.
It was a very good night. Congratulations and thanks goes out to Coach Long and his video broadcasting class. They did an outstanding job today. And we'd really like to thank the producer, Phoebe Jude, and director, Junior Waters, and everybody in the crew. Another nice show. And if you want to watch the Boys of Fall, you can watch them any number of times you want. All you have to do is go to YouTube at CalhounTDClub.com. That's CalhounTDClub.com. You can watch the Boys of Fall, and you can watch a replay of this any number of times you want. Any final comments?
No, just I want to thank everybody from the Touchdown Club to Coach Long and his crew, and our fans especially last night, because it was an electric atmosphere, and that's what we need in big games like that.
I don't know of too many colleges that you can go to and experience what you experience here, with the drone flying around, with the jumbotron, the number of people to come to the game. It is just an outstanding atmosphere, and it's nice to have the icing on the cake.
Yeah, it is. Yep, and you know, Channel 5, Bill Hartman, who's a good friend of mine, he said he don't know if there's a better place of high school football in the state of Georgia than being at Calhoun.
He does enjoy coming here.
Yep.
Once again, folks, you can watch the Boys of Fall anytime you want at CalhounTDClub.com. For Coach Lamb and the video broadcasting class of Coach Long, you've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.